ladies right there. All right, Mrs. Moffett, are you ready to come? Why don't you go to 10 till?
Okay.
Okay?
Yes,
Do
ma'am.
you need a chair, a tall chair?
I think I'm okay.
Okay, we'll get it if you need it. It's right out here.
So nice to be with you. It's so nice to be anywhere. I've had quite a last few 7 weeks. If you have not heard, I'm just going to tell you briefly. When they were singing that song, I thought, oh, maybe I'm going to die soon. I was singing. Yeah, I guess that's my song. You know, Loretta, of course, has to punch me. Loretta and I together are not good at all. You are not good at all. We're like two twins. We think the same. We act the same. It's scary. And then Kathy Berry, she is a mess, isn't she? I mean, a good mess. And she's wonderful. I love her. And then Francie Taylor. I love Francie Taylor. I just love her. I love being with her. I love coming to the South. I absolutely do. I have to tell you, though, I'm a Yankee, born, bred, dead. And that's the way God made me. But I just admire you all. I'm not joking. I think if you hated somebody, this is how you'd say it. Oh, darling, I hate you so much. Oh, bless you. As they walk off, I go, how do they, and we talk. Honestly, we sound like hoods. We really do. I teach speech at Hyles-Anderson College. I have a tendency of saying, hey, you guys, get over here, you know. And we pull out our machine guns and, you know, we're just like a bunch of hoods. But that's my accent from being up north. But I absolutely love the Southern people. I told my husband, I end up in North Carolina more than anywhere I go. It's the craziest thing in the whole wide world. I have had to... the last couple weeks, 7 weeks ago on Sunday, I've had to cancel 2 meetings. I don't cancel meetings. It's very unusual in my life to do this. But I had to cancel a meeting in Kernersville, North Carolina, near Winston-Salem. Looking forward to being there. My former secretary, I was staying in her home, and I was speaking for them. Just great people. I was there like 2 years in a row now. And I was looking forward to going, and I didn't get to go because that day I had a spine surgery 4 weeks ago today. I've had my spine operated on. So that's when Loretta was holding me because I made a promise to my husband I wouldn't do anything stupid. You know, he says, please don't call me from ER. Please do not call me from the ER, you know. And I says, I won't. But, and then I'll back up a little bit. What happened was 7 weeks ago on Sunday, last Sunday, I got up in the morning. You've had this happen to you. I just had kind of an upset stomach, and I thought, oh, that'll pass. Boy, I got violently sick. I mean, intestinally throwing up, and then it was so violent, I'm passing blood, just coming down, just running down off of me. And my blood count went from 13 down to 7.6, I think it went down to. And it was not real good at all. And so you don't just, you don't stay at home, right? My husband's so funny, though. He's so cute. I called him out of Sunday school class. I don't do that. But I called him, and I said, first of all, I called one of our associate pastors who's in our class, and I said, I need to talk to my husband. And he said, well, he's teaching. I said, I'm dying. And she goes, oh. And I said, Roy, I'm bleeding. He said, I'm on my way home, and the guy took the class. He came home. He said, do you think we should go to the hospital? I said, no, I could die right here. Whatever, it's our choice, I don't think I'm in good shape right now at all. And my coloring is going gray, And so we got to the hospital, and I thought, maybe give me something, like a shot. Give me a shot, and maybe it'll stop the vomiting and that kind of thing. No, not at all. She said, we've got to talk to you. They give this eye, like I think, oh, brother, are they going to take organs away, or what are they going to do to me? Your kidneys, your liver, and your pancreas are failing. I said, that's not good, is it? And now I have a kidney disease, so I knew that wasn't good. And she said, and you have diverticulitis. No, they didn't find that out till Tuesday. And so anyway, to make a long story short, they said, we're going to have to admit you in telemetry. When they stick, all of a sudden wires are coming out of you and your veins. It's really, not wires out of your vein, but IVs in your vein. And a GI doctor came in, gastroenterology, and he said, we've got to see the source of the bleeding. And I said, I'd appreciate it. I was supposed to be in orientation for our college that day, and I'm not there. And so to make a long story short, they did an endoscopy through the throat, and the other one, colonoscopy, you know what I mean? And this is the funniest thing. I see humor in everything, and I'm so glad I do. They're taking me, and I got all these tubes coming out of me. You know, I mean, I'm a mess. And the lady said, "What do you do for a living? You just seem like such a good spirit." And I said, "Yes, and I hope as I'm dying too, you know, this will be good if I can still smile and all." She goes, "Oh, yes. What do you do?" I said, "I teach college." She said, "What do you teach?" I said, "I teach marriage and motherhood." Stop. The doctor's standing there waiting for me, and now they're stopping. I said, "Now what?" She said, "I'm getting married, and so is she in 2 weeks. Teach us." And I thought, and I looked at the doctor and said, No, I want to hear it too. I am now giving a class on the word care. C, be concerned. A, be attentive. R, reach out. E, eager and enthusiastic. Oh, that's so good. I can't. I said, "Ma'am, please don't lose control, because you're the one that put me asleep," you know, and the whole week was just, I mean, I was there Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Got out Wednesday, and that's when they went inside. They found out I have diverticulosis and itis. I had colitis. I had gastritis. I had the stomach was all inflamed. I had an upper urinary tract infection, dehydration. Other than that, I was in good shape, you know. And so from that, they said they were trying. I had a horrible pain coming from my back all the way into my side, like appendicitis. They sent me to a chiropractor 3 times a week for 4 weeks. Sent me to pain management, where they go into the spine. They actually do injections. I did 2 of those. The pain's still there. They sent me to Rush Presbyterian. They could not figure it out, other than my spine is collapsing. And I said, "Did I cause that?" And they said, "No, it's just part of aging." You know, and so I went to my doctor in Indiana. To make a long story short, they went in last 4 weeks ago today, and I have a 5-inch incision down through the spine. It's not quite healed. That's why Loretta's helping me, because I'm not really sure of my stairs yet. But I'm doing great. I just started back to work this past Monday for the first time in 7 weeks, and this is my first meeting. So my husband's a little apprehensive. He said, "Now, are you okay?" The way he said it, and I didn't feel okay at all. "Are you okay? Are you going to be okay, really?" And I says, "Not the way you're looking at me. I'm not at all. I'm feeling ill," you know. And on the way that he was teasing. He said, "I'm so glad you get to go," because I had to cancel the meeting in Gulfport, Mississippi 2 weeks ago and 4 weeks ago in North Carolina. This is my first meeting I get to come to, so I'm very excited about being here. And I'm excited, too, when I thought of talking about, first of all, I want to say something. My dad used to tell me something that he said, "Jojo, watch your words. Watch your words. Watch what you say. Be kind. Be kind to people. Be good to people. Watch your words. Watch what you say." He said, "You know, when you were little and you'd say a bad word, a bad word at my family's house was shut up. You did not say shut up. And if you did, soap. He put soap on our tongue, but it was Fels Naphtha. And I can't explain to you how bad it was. And that was my way. And sometimes I think we have to really watch our mouth and what we say. As Kathy, these are my dollar glasses from Dollar Tree. I don't want them to get destroyed. And sometimes we go through life and kind of just say what we think. I can remember one time I thought I would encourage a woman. She appeared, so I don't sound judgmental, she appeared like she was just crabby. You know, you'd say, "How are you?" "No, fine." And I don't know, I just didn't feel like she was real friendly at all, you know. And so I want to cheer her up. So I thought, I've got to think of something. So I went to the nursery to take our children, 2 of our children, and I said, "How are you today?" She said, I said, "Fine last week." I said, "Well, you could be finer this week." And so I knew that she was pregnant, and she still had that empire dress, showed that she was pregnant, appeared. And I said, "So when's the baby due?" She goes, "It was born 3 months ago." Well, I thought I would help the situation out. So I said, "Well, I didn't know because you were kind of hip." You know, I thought, like I said, "Hey, chunky monkey, how you doing?" You know? And it wasn't what you want to say. You want to say encouraging things. Kathy Berry is Loretta, you are. She told me at this meeting, she says, "Well, because I didn't get permission to come till last Thursday to come out this way." And of course, Loretta says, "I'll take care of you. I'm going to stay right with you. If you need," and that scared me, you know, "and I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to send you home if you need to go." I'm calling the pastor's wife. I'm going to talk to her. Did she? Because I don't want, did you? Oh, never mind. We're not talking to you. I mean, we are not talking to you. She's not talking to you. She was going to call for fear maybe I'm overloaded. I'm not. I'm fine. But she was so cute trying to take care of me. Kathy Berry, that girl is so much fun. She really is so much fun. She was at a meeting I was in. Where were we? Kannapolis. Does anybody know where that is? Is that a real place, right? Like Superman? That's what it reminds me of, doesn't it? Well, they had a theme. I may have told this, but I had to say it because of Kathy. Anywhere I go that these things happen, there are witnesses. There are people there when this happens. Kathy Berry's sitting right here as I'm speaking, right here. And she said, "You're going to be the last speaker." And I said, "Right, I know." Well, they had a Batman, Superman theme, and they had all black. Were you there? Were you there? Will you vouch this happened? Were you there when I came down the pole? Yeah. See, these are things that you wouldn't normally do. I know. And so it scares my husband. I got instructions coming here. You are not to jump on beds. You tell people to jump on the hotel beds. You tell them they're so sturdy. You cannot jump on beds. I said, I will not jump on beds. He did not tell me not to come down a 20-foot pole. They had the Superman theme at the beginning of the conference. My daughter was speaking. The two of us were speaking together, Joy and I were. And they had all black and two huge poles, much more narrow than that, 20 foot up in the air. I'd say about 20 foot up. You had to go around the back to go up this 20-foot ladder to walk across this little square plank that was moving as you're walking across, to walk on just a piece of wood. And then you had to stand there and touch the pole, and to go down the pole, you pull it to your body and you go down. Well, all the superheroes did it, right? So I thought, Joy, when they introduced Joy, she's nowhere. It was like Kathy Berry. I don't think Kathy had to come down the pole, but Joy came down the pole like the superheroes. What do you think went through my mind? I could do that. I'm 73 now. I was 71 then. I can do that. I know I can do that. I could do that. Those glasses, I need one thing around my neck. Anyway, where are you going to? Right here. And so, can you imagine this? We had lunch, and I'm the last speaker. Oh, I'm so excited. I've never come down to a 20-foot pole, like a fire pole. So I go and climb it, and Batman says, "I'll go with you." I said, "It wouldn't look good. For me hanging on you coming down the 20-foot, that's not proper. That would look very improper." He says, "Okay, I'll hold the ladder." So Joy said, "I'll go with you, Mom." 2 poles. She came down one, but I got up there and I said, "Joy, the pole's way out here. How do I do this?" She said, "It's simple." She's only done it one time. She says, "You just stand, you hold the pole, and you pull your body to it real quick. And then you'll go down, just nice." That did not happen. I thought, stand, going up the ladder, wobbling, on this plank of wood across, being held up by rope, to step across on thin wood with all these people out there, and to turn around and hold the pole and pull it to my body. So Joy came down, and they got so excited, and then I came down. I did everything she said. I got up there, grabbed the pole, but I didn't have enough strength. My arms went up. I came down like a torpedo. Bam! And I hit the bottom, and it was a piece of metal, the knee that I've had replaced. I didn't think that was good at all. I am now thinking, I could feel my knee going, I guess I'm going, this is not, how am I going to explain this to my husband? You are not to jump on beds. I didn't. So I got down there, and Joy knew I was hurt because I hit like a metal part at the bottom. And she says, "Are you okay?" I said, "Not really, not really." Kathy Berry, before any of this happened, said, "I'll give you $50 if you do it." That meant I could take my family out to lunch on Sunday afternoon, so I thought that sounded rather enticing. And I said, "Do you have $50? I'm not going to try to die and not have the $50. She said, "I have it." So when I came down in pain when I hit that thing, I hit that metal of my metal against that metal, and I'm walking, trying to act like I'm not in much pain at all. I said, where's the money? And I'm walking. She gives me the $50, and Joyce said, Mom, you're hurting, aren't you? I said, yes, I am. I could not get control of the crowd. It was absolutely out of control. How many people 71 years old are coming down a pole when they're introduced, as one of the, and I was dressed like Batgirl. I forgot to tell you that. I thought if I went to the hospital, I have the cape on and the nylons and the mask, and they would just call the white squad, what do they call them? The mental illness people, they rope you up. So I thought, oh no, I got the $50, and then I thought, I can't stand and speak. I can't. Joy said, do we need a chair? I need a hearse right now. And she does one. She went and got a chair, and she said, oh no, this isn't comfortable enough. She went and got one of these wingback chairs I was sitting on. I looked like, Queen Princess Mother, whatever I was, sitting there. With my legs swelling, and all of a sudden I looked down the center aisle, and a lady had a prosthesis leg. She was missing her leg from the knee down. She unscrewed it and put it in the center of the aisle. Now I thought I was seeing things. I'm seeing a leg standing up straight, a knee down. You know how and this is not a normal life, I know, but I thought, and I said to Joy, is that a leg in the aisle? So Joy is JoJo Jr. She goes running back to get the leg. And now the whole place, I might as well have closed and gone home, So I put the leg, I said, whose is this? And this lady raises her hand. God bless her for giving up her leg for me. And then this year, they had me come back again, and she again took the leg off and holds it up, And I thought to myself, oh, this is so funny. Well, we finally got control. We had them. It was talking about no matter what happens to you, don't lose your joy. That's what I'm talking about. And so I'm in the plane. We're sitting across from each other. We're not in the room. We look at each other and just start laughing. We look like two real mental cases. I look at her and go, well, they brought me a little tiny baby ice pack, like a baby getting hurt with screws on. You put the ice in it. And so I'm holding this thing. Of course, couldn't get through security because I had liquid. And I said, no, don't take this away. I've got to return this. He goes, well, you can't take liquid. I said, well, then drink it. I don't know, but there's something I've got to take it. They let me pour it out, and I took it on the plane. Well, that got us more tickled. So Joy said, how are you going to explain this to Dad? I said, oh. It'll just be like an everyday occurrence. I got into the car. Joy got in the back seat. I was in the front seat. I had the little thing, the freezer little thing, and I had it on top of my purse. Opened it up. It was on top, and he's sitting right there. And when I opened it, it just flipped out on his lap. He said, "Is that an ice bag?" And I went, "Yeah, it sure is. It really is." And he said, "Why do you have an ice pack?" Well. And then he said to Joy, "Why does your mom have an ice pack?" And, well. So I got another lecture. He didn't ask me not to come down 20-foot poles because he didn't think you were having a 20-foot pole here. Oh, but the boat. I came here today and I got so excited. I said, I'm going to walk right across. Who was with me? Were you with me? I thought I could just walk on it. No, that's material. You'll fall right through. I went, oh, that's all I need, Trying to explain to my husband I fell through a boat at the ladies' meeting, So you're going to have things happen, but the words, we just try to turn everything around and find the good in things and try to find the good to tell people. I'm just so honored and glad I can be here right now. And I just wanted to share just a couple little things with you, and it won't be very long at all. Let me just pray quickly. Dear Jesus, thank you for today and each thing, and we've heard and seen, and all the treats and the beautiful decorations, and we're so thankful for Pastor and Mrs. Shook and opening all of this up, and the wonderful ladies of the church here to do so many different things behind the scenes, in front of the scenes, doing decorations and cleanup, and there's no way we can ever explain the bathrooms, the decorations, everything. The food, there's a lot of work involved in this. May we be grateful and share our words of kindness and gratitude. So important, Lord. Please. Thank you for this church. Thank you for all the ladies represented by the various churches in the area. Please bless them. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. Words are a means of expression. Learn to express encouraging and positive words. But their words express how you feel. What you think on is what you are. Did you know that? I can think of negatives and I can turn very negative, such as I'm supposed to be getting extra sleep right now. Very, very important right now as I'm healing. I got 4 hours sleep the night before last because of the excitement. And then last night, when I leave, I don't just leave. You see, if my plane goes down, I don't want his new wife to think I'm a bum. So it's very important to leave things in order and leave food and notes to her. Don't you touch my husband. Things like that. Just little kind, caring words, And I always say that. I used to say, well, when I die, who will get what about my clothes? Jojo, don't worry, she's not the same size. Isn't that cute? No, and he laughs about that. He doesn't joke anymore, especially after the last few weeks. He pampered me to a point that I almost wish I'd stayed sick. I mean, he couldn't do enough for me because I really believe he thought I was pretty bad off 7 weeks ago, very bad off. And yet it's just how God just turns your life around. And you know what I found with words during that time? Cards, love notes, calling somebody, texting, just leaving a text for somebody, calling on the telephone and leaving a good message, leaving something, I just been praying for you, I sure do love you. I never thought I'd ever receive. I love to send cards, I love to do that, but it's made me more conscious of what I do with my words and how I project, how I can send words, how I can call and how I can write them. It's kind of a lost art of writing cards anymore. It really is, but they're sure fun. I have a stack that thick. I probably have 200 cards that I received in the last 7 weeks. And as I started looking at them, it was all people we've gotten involved in their lives. Last night was an instance. I came home from college and realized my blood is right now 7.6. It's still very low because I had lost more blood a few days ago. So right now I'm just trying to build up my blood. 7, they transfuse you at 7, if I'm not mistaken. Is maybe a nurse? Am I right? Don't they transfuse you? Because mine was real close to transfusion. And I'm just praying I'm eating parsley, red meat, I'm doing everything, But I'm very tired than I've never been like this, taking iron, that type of thing. So last night, my husband said, when I got home from work, he said, you put a full day in. I said, yeah, I did. I wanted to make sure the bank reconciliation was done. Why? I didn't want to leave him with anything. I show him where all the bills are. Is that crazy? I said, the first of the month, these are here, the road you're coming back. I said, but I always want to know you're cared for. And so we were having some fun with it last night, joking. I made a pot of homemade mustarcholi. It's one of his favorites with garlic bread and salad, because I want him to have food when I'm gone and be enjoyed. By the way, your daughter, Jackie, taught my classes today, so I could be here with my notes. But she taught my classes. Her daughter, who's a graduate of our college, who was hired on recently, is taking my place today. Isn't that something? And I'm very blessed to do that. She's teaching 2 of my classes, The Christian Wife and Communication in Marriage. So anyway, all of a sudden I lost my train of thought when I saw Jackie, and I wanted to talk to her about Leslie. Help me. Loretta, I'll give you. Take care of my husband before he leaves. Before I leave. He's not leaving. I'm leaving. Yeah, as far as I know, he's at home, But he's good. I love that guy. We've been dating 57 years. It's getting really serious. We'll be married 55 years, February the 15th, and I treasure it. Sure, you have ups and downs, so you don't stay down. You find ways holding hands tight together. To lose 2 babies before birth was tough. To have a son boy and handicapped is tough. And we still have Roy, and we're very blessed to have Roy, but he requires extra. He really does. Patience and extra time. But he's a blessing. Happiest kid in the whole wide world. Never marry, never have children. When he gets concerned is when I was so sick. He says, I just pray this, Mom. Pray that if God takes you, he takes me too. How would you like that? He's priceless. We have had hard times. 12 years ago, my husband was diagnosed with cancer. 1970, I was diagnosed with a kidney disease. They told me I'd never live to my 40th birthday. Both doctors are dead. Don't mess with me. That's all I want to say. What words did you express today? Proverbs 8, verses 6, 7, and 8, Hear, for I will speak of excellent things, and the opening of my lips shall be right things. For my mouth shall speak truth, and wickedness is an abomination to my lips. All the words of my mouth are in righteousness. There is nothing forward, or that means to conform or submit, or perverse in them. I just jotted down a couple things. Think kind, and then do kind. Think kind about somebody right here coming with you in this meeting. Maybe they don't have money. Could you buy them a cup of coffee? Could you pay for their sandwich? I had something happen on the way to church the other night because I just started going back to church because I wasn't able to go anywhere. I had to stay put. I could not sleep laying down because of the pain. So I had to, with one arm propped with a pillow under it to the side because I can't touch my back to the chair. And you live kind of funny. You know, when I first laid in bed and slept, my husband said it was hilarious. I kept going, oh. He said, are you in pain? I said, no. He said, what's wrong? I said, right. He said, honey, are you hallucinating? I said, no. I'm touching my back to the sheet. Things we take for granted, you know. And him, my husband, when he had cancer, they by mistake took out the sphincter, which is the bladder control. So now he's hooked up to a catheter the rest of his life. And I can remember there were tough times that can make you kind of hard and hurting, but you just keep on keeping on. You hold hands tighter and you love each other more. I can remember one time my husband's an associate pastor at First Baptist Church, and he's been on the staff 45 years. He was on the platform at First Baptist Church in Hammond, and it disconnected the catheter and the seepage running down his leg, and I'll never forget the embarrassment he felt and humiliated at that happening. Or in the middle of the night, it would disconnect. And we got special covers and things like this and have to change sheets. And you know what? It never bothered me because I thought, I'm so glad I have him. I'm so glad I have that guy. I'm just going to take care of him. So you're going to have rough times. And I would remember doing, I just thought that was so good. Well, after he went through and was put in what they call remission, we were on our way. I was coming home from a meeting, and he picked me up at O'Hare Airport, like he will tomorrow. He'll always be there. And he'll pick me up. He said, we're going to make a stop. Emily's our daughter-in-law, our son, Justin. We're going to stop at the what's it called, the water tower, the mall there. We're just going to go look around. I don't go there. It's too expensive. I'm not a window shopper. You know, I'm a shoplifter. Not really, just to see if you're listening. And I have never shopped. I did steal a candy bar when I was 5 years old, and I almost went to jail, but I didn't have to go. In kindergarten, I wanted a candy bar, chocolate, and I stopped there and took it. It was all over my face. And my dad said, what did you have at school? Nothing. Dirty water, I was called what they gave us to drink. It was dirty water. Jojo, it wasn't dirty water, but it looked like it. Did you have chocolate? No. My mother bought one of those round mirrors with a handle. It took me to there, called the Whiting Police, and had me sweep the whole front of the store. I had everything but a sign, I'm a criminal, I'm 5 years old, you know. But you're going to have times like that. When all this thing happened with my husband, I don't know, I was just so glad he was alive, you know. And by the way, it was horrible because we went through 4 surgeries in 5 months. And I'm saying a lot without saying a lot. He stopped at the Water Tower Mall, which we never shopped there. And we went up to Rogers and Holland Jewelers. And I thought, what's doing? He said, we're just going to have some fun. I want you to pick up the most beautiful ring in this jewelry store. He doesn't do this stuff. He said, I mean it. And you know how you want to think, I don't know, the littlest one. He goes, no, you pick out the most beautiful one. So I saw this ring. And he said to the lady, I'll buy it. I said, what? And it fit me perfect. I said, I'll buy it. I can't even tell you how much you paid for this. It's over $1. And he said, I'll buy it. And I just started crying. I said, why are you doing this? He said, every time you look at that ring, remember how I said, I love you so much and thank you for staying with me during some of the roughest days of our world, our lives together. Boy, I'm so glad I have Roy Moffett. I always think, I love him better every day, the Lord, but I also say to Roy, I love him better every day. I love him better every day. Close by his side, I will abide. I love him better every day. Every time he drops me off at the airport, especially Southwest, we've won several of them to Christ. The people that take your bags, you know, they take them and check them in. And one guy's name is Mike and his brother Tom. They're there, and we know them by going in there. And they always fight over who's going to get me because I give them a nice tip, 2 cents. No, I always give them $5 for one bag. And they always kind of fight over, where's your husband? Boy, how's he doing with that cancer? How's he doing? He's doing great. You guys are different. We won them both to Christ. Just being excited about rough times. Coming here, I was a little leery of the long travel today. pushing me in a wheelchair because I have the one knee that has been replaced, I guess. What do you call it? Knee replacement. The other one's gone. Almost had it done. I'll have it done next summer. And I failed my stress test. I failed my EKG. How can you fail your EKG? I did. Because my heart's irregular now. I don't like going to the doctor. They just keep finding more stuff wrong with me, and they're supposed to fix you. But anyway, we were at the mall there, and I got that ring, and he just said, every time you wear that, just remember I said, thank you for staying with me. And no, I love you, JoJo. I don't know about you, but I'll just stick with that any old time. You're going to have hard times. Just keep on keeping on. Keep on keeping on. Keep on keeping on. This ring here is our 50th wedding anniversary. My wedding band was put in the offering plate at First Baptist Church when they started Hyles Anderson College. It's all I had. And it had diamonds in it. It was beautiful, but I wanted us to invest in all of you that have been students of Hyles Anderson College. And I put my wedding ring. We agreed. And 50 years later, I get a 2-carat diamond ring that I have here that was just paid off also. But they're paid off. And then my kids said, now when you die, which ring do we get? I said, well, don't fight over it already. Let me, go naturally, let me go. And last night, that's what I was going to share. I'm going to have to close. You're going to have the tough times. And I was trying to hurry to get home to make the muscacholi, and I wanted to pack my bag and get things ready. And we got a phone call, and it was the Villalobos family. And these are kids we've invested in. They've been riding. I'm a bus captain on the same route 45 years. I've been a bus captain at First Baptist. I'm still a bus captain. Don't get to ride right now, but I still want to invest in people. The dad passed away last night. And just before he passed away, they said, please, would you come and be with us? You've always been with us on the hard times. So all of a sudden, not that I don't care about the meeting, but everything stopped. And we went to the hospital. We were there, didn't get to home and to bed till midnight. He passed away at 11:46. But we are very instrumental in his kids being saved. 5 of them going to City Baptist School. 5 of them have gone to the Christian school. We sold candy bars. We sold flowers. And all of them have gone. And every one of those kids, when I got there, I'll never forget it. Thank you for coming. We knew you'd show up. We knew you'd show up. My husband, I believe, will be doing the funeral. There's so much I want to say, but time's gone. I guess I had all kinds of points around how to encourage people, pay compliments to people, refrain from comments like, oh, it's so cold, oh, it's so hot. We complain so much without even realize we're saying. There's so much good, ladies. Just almost want to say 3 words to yourself. Shut up and put your own name there. Not JoJo, please. Put your own name there. But really, if we could just think of the good, tell people the good. Try to, who you think on, who you plan for, who you pray for, who you do for is who you love. Mrs. Marlene Evans taught that. And isn't that true? If you think on good things, you plan good things, you think about your husband right now, the good things. If you left your husband home with a newborn baby, guess what? She'll probably still be in that same diaper. The rash will go away. The house will be a mess, but you know what? You're going home to some people that are waiting for you. I just want to say, learn to open up to God and pay compliments, have good words, think good words, share good words, love people before it's too late. I think we do that, but oops, there's my soap. I didn't steal this. They gave it to me from the hotel. Even at the hotel, words can be so much fun. I'm thinking about something that's not funny, but it is funny what Kathy Berry just said. I got there, and I got a room that they held for somebody. And I'm just wondering if maybe I'm in her room. I was real comfortable, and I was able to put my clothes away. And the reason I think they felt sorry for me, who was with me? Maya, were you with me? I can't know who picked me up. Oh, the pastor, the Spanish pastor's wife. Where is she? Remember, I was having fun with them. What did I tell them? I said, I need a room. I'm homeless. I'm thirsty. They brought me a bottle of water. When I came downstairs, they went, hi, Mrs. Moffett. Anything else you want to say? I was just having more fun with them today, but words are powerful. Use them wisely. Give each other good words. When you call home tonight, have good words. Tell your husband, I love you, I love you, I love you. And it's amazing what that can do. Thank you.